Big, small, and everything in between. I split it all. And today I've got some of that in-between stuff. Some offcuts and some smaller chunks that have been laying around. I'm picking them up and I'm going to turn them into not small wood, not mini firewood, but some sauna wood, both for personal use and to sell. The shorter, like 9 to 10 inch pieces work great for a lot of saunas. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be using the Wolf Ridge. Well, first, I'm going to be using the Top Dog Attachments utility bucket. And this thing works great for just going around and picking up all those odds and ends, tossing them in. You can get a whole big pile of chunks and rounds and other stuff in this bucket, and it works great. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stroke limiter on the Wolf Ridge because some of these pieces, like I said, they're shorter. They're under a foot, under 12 inches. And then we're just going to be using the 6-way wedge to hopefully, with one push, break these things down into the size that I want. And I kind of want a wide range of like smaller splits to like get, you know, when you start the fire up, you want some smaller splits, but then also some bigger chunks for once you got that sauna fire going, you can kind of damper down the stove, throw a big chunk on, and you'll be good for the night. Well, or however long you end up sitting in your sauna. Now I know there's going to be people out there thinking that with these smaller chunks, there's no need to split them. Just take them as they are and toss them on the fire or wherever you're burning them. But I still believe that round wood rots and split wood seasons. So in order for these chunks to season properly and to get dry, I prefer splitting everything. Like I mentioned in the beginning, big, small, and everything in between. Generally, for the most part, 99% of the time, I'm going to split that wood so at least it cracks it open and allows it to get the inside dried out and seasoned. Because when you're burning wood in a sauna, you don't want to be using your heat to dry the wood in your stove. You want to be using those BTUs to heat up those rocks and kick off that steam. All right, so there is the finished tote. Everything from that bucket, all of the chunks and rounds I had in the bucket, they all split down and they filled an entire IBC tote. So that's a pretty good yield out of all those rounds and those smaller chunks. I am kind of impressed that it ended up being that much wood. So this stuff now, like I mentioned, it's, you know, perfect shorter pieces, some bigger shorter pieces, some smaller stuff like this to get the fire going. And yes, there's some small pieces, but you know, some chunks. It all burns. That is the one nice thing. All of that wood right there, no matter the shape, no matter the size, it's all going to burn. Now there is rain moving in, and we're supposed to have rain all day tomorrow. So I'm going to take this tote bladder that's been cut in half, and I'm going to put it up on there. Cover that wood up. So that's going to do it. I actually think I'm going to end the video right as that lid, right as I put the top on that tote. But if I don't end the video there, then thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.